Long ago, in a kingdom where winters were long and forests whispered secrets, a queen sat by her window sewing. As she pricked her finger, 3 drops of blood fell on the snow outside. She whispered a wish. May I have a daughter with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony. Her wish came true, and Snow White was born, a child so radiant that even the sun seemed to pause to look at her. But joy turned to sorrow when the queen passed away, and the king remarried a woman of great beauty, yet darker ambition. This new queen possessed a magical mirror that answered any question truthfully. Every morning she asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And always the mirror replied, "You, my queen, are fairest of all." But Snow White grew into a young woman whose kindness was as bright as her beauty. One day, the mirror's answer changed. Snow White with beauty rare is the fairest beyond compare. Consumed by jealousy, the queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and end her life. Yet the huntsman, seeing Snow White's innocence, could not harm her. Instead, he urged her to run deep into the woods, never to return. Lost and afraid, Snow White stumbled upon a small cottage. Inside, she found everything tiny: chairs, beds, and bowls. The cottage belonged to 7 dwarfs, guardians of the mountains who mined jewels from the earth. When they discovered Snow White, they pitied her plight and offered shelter, warning, "Beware the queen, she will not rest until you are gone." Grateful, Snow White cared for their home, and in return, the dwarves vowed to protect her. But the queen's mirror betrayed her secret. Enraged, the queen disguised herself as a peddler woman and set out to destroy Snow White. Twice the queen failed, once with laces to choke her, once with a poisoned comb. Each time, the dwarves rescued Snow White. Furious, the queen crafted her final trap, a poisoned apple, half red and gleaming with deadly sweetness, half pale and safe. Disguised as a kind old woman, she offered the apple. "Just one bite, child, and your dreams will come true." Snow White, trusting and gentle, took the red side. The moment she bit, she fell into a death-like sleep. The dwarves mourned deeply. Unable to bury her beauty, they placed her in a crystal coffin in the heart of the forest. Time passed, seasons changed, yet Snow White remained untouched, as though only sleeping. Travelers wept at her side, and songs of her sorrow spread across kingdoms. One day, a young prince, hearing tales of the maiden in the glass coffin, came upon her. Struck by her grace and the stillness of her form, he asked the dwarveness for the coffin as a token of reverence. As his men lifted it, the coffin jolted, and the poisoned piece of apple dislodged from her throat. Snow White stirred. Her eyes opened like dawn breaking through the night. The prince, overjoyed, vowed to protect her forever. Together they returned to the kingdom where the wicked queen's fate was sealed by her own mirror. Snow White ruled with kindness, her heart as pure as the winter's first snow, her spirit forever a reminder that envy perishes, but innocence endures.